Hey everybody, my name is Becky and I welcome you to my muscle function video series. Today we'll be going over the Extensor Pollicis Longus muscle. I will go over its location, which includes the origin, which is also known as its starting point, the insertion, which is also known as the ending point, followed by its function, and then finally provide you an exercise so you know how to strengthen this muscle. So let's get started with the location so we know what we're talking about, and then we'll build from there. So the Extensor Pollicis Longus muscle is originated on the posterior lateral mid-lower surface of your ulna. That is located right about in here. About mid-forearm, but a little bit lower. And then it runs down your arm and then inserts onto the base of the distal phalanx of the thumb. That is the furthest joint away from your hand. So now that we know where this muscle runs, so again it runs from about in here all the way up your forearm into your wrist and up your thumb to right here. So now that we know where this muscle is located on my body, I'm going to go ahead and provide you an illustration as to where it is so you know exactly what I'm talking about. So here's that illustration for you. So now that we know where this muscle lies on the human body, now we can move on to and apply its functions. So this muscle has multiple functions, however it has one main function, which is to extend the thumb, which looks like pretty much like giving like a thumbs up. Now it can extend the thumb at each individual joint by itself, or it can do all three at once. So if you were to curl your thumb down and then extend it, that is what this muscle does. Also, the other functions of this muscle are secondary functions, meaning that they are weaker and not its main functions. So the other functions include wrist extension, wrist abduction. Okay, so this is wrist abduction, as well as forearm supination from a pronated position. So this would be your pronated position if we have our hand palm face down. And if we were to flip it over, this would be supination. So this muscle assists or helps with this function. So again, the secondary functions, my phone's kind of acting up, so if it's kind of glitching and pausing and stuff. So I'm going to go over those again. It is wrist extension, as well as wrist abduction, and wrist supination from a pronated position. And again, those are its secondary weaker functions. So now that we know what the functions of the Extensor Pollicis Longus muscle is, now we can move on to an exercise that is best to strengthen this muscle. So if we were to work this muscle, we wouldn't need a gym or any equipment per se. All we would need would be our hand and to hold down on it with manual resistance. Obviously, it's a smaller muscle, so we're not going to need to apply a whole lot of manual resistance. So if we were to use our hand and push down slightly and then extend the thumb, we can strengthen this muscle through that. So again, it's just extension with manual resistance for the best exercise. So I hope you guys have learned something throughout this video. I do apologize if it is glitching. I'm sorry, there's something going on with my phone. I'm not quite sure what it is, but hopefully I can get that resolved. I hope to see you all next week. If you found value in this video, please pass it on with a share. You may have somebody else that may need this information, or please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you all next week. Again, if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to post them below. It doesn't need to be on the extensor pollicis muscle. It can be any fitness related question or any muscle related question. It doesn't matter. Just please keep in mind that I am not a doctor. I am a certified personal trainer, and I am willing to help you to my best knowledge. If I don't know the answer, I will tell you, and I will try to research it for you, but I will try to get you the best answer that I can find. If I can't find it, I will certainly try to navigate you to a destination that will give it to you. So, again, I will see you guys all next week. Thank you for watching. See you guys later.